Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on My Castle Town by DELTARUNE. It's a beautiful little song. I've done a full cover version of it, a full playthrough, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. Go and have a listen all the way through. In this video I'm going to teach you how to play the whole song. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section including what song I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Okay, the first line sounds like this. So to play that, E8, then G8, G7, and then G8. So the first bar goes. So it's worth noting that this is in 3/4, which means there's 3 beats per bar. So it's all like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the first bar. Bar 2 goes. So you play A8 and G10 at the same time, and then a G8. So bars 1 and 2, you got. And then into bar 3, I'm just barring my first finger and I'm going to play the E6 and the B6 at the same time. And then you play E6 nearest to the floor. Then B9. So it's. And then into bar 4, you play A6 and B8 at the same time. So bars 3 and 4 go. So bars 1, 2, 3 and 4 you've got. Bar number 5 you play E8, then B8, G10, then B8, so it's. Bar 6 you've got, which is A8, B9 at the same time. Then E11, E10, into bar 7 you play another E10 but with a D8 this time, then B11, B9, and then the last bar, bar 8, you play A6 and B8 at the same time. So let's try and play the whole line nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3. And up speed. On to the second line, and we've got. So to play that, it starts the same, E8, G8, G7, G8, and then play A8 and the G10, then a G8. So the first 3 bars are the same. So bar 11 you play A6 and B6, then E6, and then a B9, bar 12, A6 and B8. So it's all the same up to there, and then there's a G8. So let's play bars 9, 10, 11 and 12. You've got. And this is where it changes in bar 13 and we go. So you play A8 and D10 at the same time. Then G8 and B8. So I'm just barring my first finger flat and playing those. And then play A10 and E11 nearest to the floor. Then E10, B11, so you get. And then bar 15, D6 and E8 at the same time. Then B8, B6, and then we're going to play this chord, which is E7 with G7 and B8. So let's try the whole line. Here we go. Okay, on to the next line, and we've got this. So for that, we play E8 and D10 at the same time, then G8 and then B8, then A8 with E11, then A10. So the first two bars go. Then both the E strings at the 6th fret, G7, B6, then A6 with B8. So the first 4 bars of that line go. Then you're going to play E8 and B8 in bar 21. Then B9, then B11. So bar 21 goes. Bar 22, we're going to play A8 with B9, then B8, and then bar 23 we've got where we're going to play E6 and B6 at the same time, then G8, G7, G8, G7, B, and then into bar 24 we play A6 and B8. Okay, so let's try the whole line slowly. On to the next line, and the first 4 bars are the same. So you've got, and then from bar 29 we've got so bar 29 play A8 and B8 at the same time, then B9, G10, and then B11. So it's, and then E6 with a B9, then a B8. So bar 31, we've got E10 with G10, G8, and then G10. So and then bar 32, you've got, so you play A10 and B8, then a D7 and a D9. So the whole of that line goes. On to the next line. So you'll see there's repeat marks actually on there. So you go back from bar 32, you go back and play the previous line, so from bar 17, and play all the way through that. And then we go on to the next line, and we've got so to play that, play D10, E10, E11, E10, and E8, so bar 33. And then bar 34, you've got, so you play D10 and B8, then G8, and then B8. So bars 33 and 34, you've got. And then bar 35, you've got, which is D8, E10, E11, E10, E8. Then we're going to play fret 13 on the E string and 8 on the D string. If you struggle to do that, the 8 down there, you could play it as a 13 on the A string bass note. It's the same note, whichever you prefer. So the first 4 bars of that line go. Then into bar 37, play A8, E10, E11, E10, E8, and then it plays a D8 with an E10, E11. So bars 37 and 38 go. And then bars 39 and 40 we go. So you play A6 and E6, then another E6, B9, B8, B9, then A7 with B8. So let's try and do the whole line. Okay. Last line then, we've got so you play A8, then B8, B9, B8, then G10, so you got, and then bar 42. So you play D8 and G7 at the same time, then a D8 on its own, and then a B9. Bar 43 you've got, which is A6 with B8, another B8, B6, G8 and B6. Then bar 44. You play E8 and B8 at the same time, and then a G8, and then actually let's just play the first 4 bars of that line. We've got and then this next bar. So bars 45 and 46, you play the 9 on the A string and B7, then G7. And then D10 to get. Then another A9 into bar 46, E7, and then into bar 47 we play B8 and A10 at the same time. And then bar 48 we play A10, D7, D9, and then it repeats back to the previous line and you play through those 2 lines. And then at the end of it I just put a C minor chord on the end. Okay, let's just play that last line. Here we go. And that's the whole song. So let's try and play it all the way through. I won't do any repeats, I'll just play straight through. Here we go. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, and I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, and more importantly, what songs I should do next. If you're going to buy any gear from reverb.com, I've got an affiliate link. Go and check that out. Links in the description. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Also, don't forget to go and watch loads of my other videos. I've got over 1,600 videos on YouTube, so go and check them out. Thanks for watching this. I do appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.